Did you win the ticketing war or did you lose?
Like and subscribe for more videos like this.
Hey besties! And welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Amanda. Nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hey bestie, how's it going? And as you can tell by the title of this video is going to be all about buying resale / selling tickets for a K-pop concert. So as we all know, or actually when I am filming this, it is currently Sunday, January the 25th. And just yesterday, general sale for BTS tickets went on sale. And I would just like to say, I won the ticketing war. Well, not me specifically. My friend Deborah did. My friend Deborah was the one that got the tickets for us. But obviously, we were all in there as a group effort to be like, whoever gets in there first gets the first 4 tickets that we can see. We literally did not care where we sat. We just wanted to sit in the area of wherever it was gonna be, and we did. And we did. But I know there are some people that unfortunately lost the ticketing war. And personally, I was gonna wait until closer to August to buy a ticket for the show, because obviously the one in Arlington in Texas is in August. But again, lucky enough, my friend Deborah, thank you Deborah, I love you so much, was able to get us tickets. But now I am here to help you guys, the ones that couldn't get tickets, how to get tickets. And again, if you have any questions during this video, leave comments down below, leave any questions that you have, and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. But without further ado, let's get started. So like I said in my last K-pop tips video, I've been to quite a few concerts. I've been to VIP, I've been to regular concerts, I've been to concerts that are not even K-pop in general. So I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable on a few of these things. Not an expert, but I do know enough to help as much as I can, because I hate when people are buying resale and they get scammed. That's like my number one, like, I wouldn't say pet peeve, because it's not really a pet peeve, but it's like my number one thing that makes me so sad when it comes to like K-pop and stuff, because there's so many people that scam people out there because they know when it comes to K-pop tickets, people are willing to spend a lot of money for tickets. So it's like a big thing that I hate when people like scam other people. So I'm here to help you, at least in that aspect, to try and not get scammed, and like at least know what you're looking for when it comes to these types of things, okay? So first we're gonna talk about how to sell a ticket, because I know I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter, like, you know, like if friends were buying tickets for each other and they couldn't text each other like in the moment to be like, hey, I got tickets first, or like, hey, like don't buy anything because like I got 2 tickets in my cart, like do you want them? I know sometimes there's miscommunication when it comes to friends like that, or people just buying tickets in general, and sometimes they have extra tickets. So I know, for at least for me, I've sold tickets either through Ticketmaster, SeatGeek. I've also sold them through Twitter. I've also sold them through Instagram. Like literally everything that you can think of, I've probably sold a ticket from there, as well as purchased one. So let's get into it. So basically, whenever you are selling a ticket, depending on where you want to sell it on, obviously you can sell it on Ticketmaster, or you can sell it on SeatGeek or any like third-party app that you can find, if it's plausible, right? If it's not plausible, then you have to go in different directions and things like that. So whenever it comes to selling tickets on Ticketmaster, obviously here is my Ticketmaster screen. You're gonna go to my account and you're gonna go to my tickets, and usually they're under upcoming events. And obviously on my Ticketmaster, I have no upcoming events, as you can see, but you can see as I click on my past events and my listings, I've had past events. I've never really had listings, I think, under this Ticketmaster account, but I have sold tickets under Ticketmaster before, or at least transferred them, right? And we're also going to talk about transferring tickets as well. So obviously we're going to go to my events. You're going to see my events, and like you're going to see all the tickets that I've gone to, or all the concerts I've gone to. I've gone to ATEEZ, NCT, I've gone to Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, 17, Houston Rodeo, so forth and so forth and so forth. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to click on your ticket. So obviously I don't have a ticket, but if these were tickets, I would click on it, and basically once you click on them, on the top it's going to say either sell, transfer, or something else, but I don't really remember what the third one is, but I know more specifically it's going to say sell and it's going to say transfer. So if you're trying to sell your ticket, obviously you're going to click on sell, and then it's going to lead you onto these prompts, like a few prompts or whatever. If I can find a picture, I will post about it, but on these prompts it's going to ask you, okay, what tickets do you want to sell? You're going to click on those tickets. You can do this on your phone, and you can also do it on the computer. I tend to do it on the computer more because I feel safer on there. I don't know, it's weird, I know, but you can do it on your phone also. So you're going to click on sell. You're going to click on what tickets you want to sell, and sometimes you have to sell them in twos. It just really depends on Ticketmaster. Sometimes it lets you sell one, sometimes it lets you sell two. I don't know, it's weird sometimes. Most of the time it will let you sell one, but I digress. But you're gonna click on sell, click the one you want, and then it's gonna take you to another screen to be like, okay, like how much do you want to sell them for? And usually, me personally, I sell them for the same amount that I got them for. But as I was saying, you put the price that you want to price it for, and then you click, I don't know what the button is, but you're gonna click basically like confirm, and then your tickets are going to be listed onto the map for the concert. So right now, I believe for BTS, you can't sell your tickets yet. I think on SeatGeek you can, but on Ticketmaster you can't. I don't know. I have to double check. But basically, if you were to go into the map again, you're gonna find the big map of everything, and then you'll see like little red dots, and basically little red dots are resale seats. And sometimes resale seats are dynamically priced, and basically dynamic pricing is basically they'll upcharge depending on demand, which is honestly such a gross thing. I hate dynamic pricing, and I've been victim to it as well. But basically they will sometimes dynamic price resale tickets because they want more of a profit, not for you the seller, but for them as a Ticketmaster company, which is literally insane. So you do have to be careful. And again, I know a lot of people are like, I've been saving up for this for like forever, and if you want to buy, if you want to use your money for that, you go and you do that. Like, don't, like, I'm not here to tell you like, hey, they're expensive, don't buy. Like, if you want to, that's completely up to you and your discretion, but I'm just here, you know, I'm just here to help you out just a little bit. So once they're out on the listing, everything is good to go, and you basically just wait until somebody buys your tickets, and then you'll get an email from Ticketmaster basically saying, oh, somebody bought your tickets, the tickets are going to be transferred, and then I think within like 2 to 3 days, or like maybe immediately, I don't really remember, you will get the money that is going towards you, and it'll go towards your payment that's on your Ticketmaster account. Because you know how on Ticketmaster you can put like your main form of payment, so like you can go through ticketing faster, it'll go through that payment. So make sure your payment option is like ready to go. So now we're going to talk about how to sell on SeatGeek, okay? So basically, as you can see here, this is my SeatGeek account. You can see my BTS tickets here. Obviously, you can see that there's a sell, a transfer, and an add button. I don't know what the add does, but basically, again, here you click if you're selling tickets, this is where it's going to pop up. If you're going to transfer ticket, this is where it'll show which tickets you transferred and then purchase and things like that. Like if someone purchased your tickets, right? So obviously if you're going to sell them, you're going to click the sale. If you're going to transfer them, you're going to click transfer and things like that. Or you can click sell at the very, very top. But again, it's going to take you to the same exact screen. So you're going to click sell, and basically once you click sell, it's going to be the same thing as Ticketmaster, where you're going to choose which tickets you want to sell, how much you want to sell them for, and so forth and so forth, which is basically the same. And then as you know on SeatGeek, they give you the options where it's like red means bad, green means good, just depending on how much that person like paid for them. They will tell you like, yes, you're getting a good deal on them. Like let's say for example, I don't remember how much I paid for this ticket, I'm not gonna lie, but let's say like I paid $200 for my BTS ticket, right? If I decide to put it for $200, like how much I paid for it, SeatGeek more or less would be like, oh, this is a good deal. But like, let's say I put it for $500, they're probably going to put it in the red because they're going to be like, hey, like this person is like upcharging it a lot, which is how I understand SeatGeek's algorithm to be, but I could be completely wrong. But that's how I've kind of like seen it as, where it's like, if you put it for the same price relatively that you bought it for, people, a SeatGeek is going to be like green, yes, good. But if they put it in red, that's kind of meaning that like somebody's like upcharging it a lot, especially like for wherever like the seat is and stuff, and that's probably something that you don't want to do. But again, like I said prior, if you're going to buy it because you want to, completely up to you. But that's how you're gonna sell on SeatGeek and Ticketmaster. Now when it comes to Twitter, usually on Twitter what people like to do, they like to screenshot their ticket and then they like to put their watermark all through it, right? So people know like this is my ticket. And basically once they put their watermark all through the ticket, they'll post it and they'll put like WTS, which is basically willing to sell, and then they'll put like BTS ticket for Arlington, BTS ticket for day one LA, BTS ticket or like K-pop concert ticket for this day or whatever, right? And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna post that. You can put hashtags if you want, and then usually when people are searching up like WTS, like BTS Arlington day one, like that tweet will pop up essentially. And then basically if they want to, they'll DM you, and then you will message them back and forth basically being like, oh, like this is how much it is, blah 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 this, blah 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 that, and like, how do you want me to transfer it to you, how do you want to pay, and things like that. It's completely up to you on how you want them to pay. I usually use PayPal when it comes to paying because I feel like PayPal is the most secure. Whenever like people are asking for Zelle or like things like that, I kind of get a little suspicious, even if like as a seller, like I'm just like, why are you asking for Zelle? But I know people have different ways and different methods of getting their money, but me personally, I like PayPal. And basically how I like to do it, if I'm selling tickets through like Twitter or like on Instagram, basically what I like to do is, me personally, I'm okay with it. I know some people are not okay with it. I'll have them follow me like on Instagram or something, and I know on Instagram you can like call and like FaceTime and stuff. So basically I actually did it for ATs, not this last tour or the tour before that. It was like, I think the tour in 2022 in like November, I think I went to go see them. But basically I had extra tickets for ATs and I was selling them, and I just literally wanted them gone. I just wanted them to go to a good home. And basically the girl was like, hey, like, can I FaceTime you on Instagram so I can like see you transferring it to me, and then like you can see me sending you the money? And I was like, yeah girl, totally okay. I know some people are not okay with FaceTiming, and I totally get that, but just figure out other means, even if it's like sending a video of you doing it. Because I remember I sent a video of me first being like, hi, my name is Amanda, blah 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 blah, these are the tickets. I showed them my screen, showed them the tickets and things like that. And then afterwards she was like, oh, can I still FaceTime you? And I was like, yes, you are completely good, completely okay, and things like that. I know a lot of people, if they send like videos, they watermark it with their @ name, which is also a very, very good idea, because then at least people know like, okay, like they edited this video and things like that. So like she is a real legit person. But yeah, in the end, Ticketmaster and SeatGeek are relatively the same when it comes to selling a ticket. You're gonna click on the ticket, the one that you have, you're gonna click sell, and you're gonna click the one that you want to sell. You're gonna put it for a certain price or wherever the price that you want, and then it goes out into their website for people to buy it. And then once they buy it, you get an email basically saying somebody bought your ticket, we're gonna transfer your ticket, and then it'll tell you when they accept the ticket, and then so forth and so forth. And then if you're doing it through like Instagram and Twitter, again, just put little security measures in place. If you want to do PayPal, do PayPal. I highly recommend PayPal in general, just like me personally. So basically it's a secure way that you know that your ticket is going to somewhere good and you're also getting your money, and like vice versa. Okay, so just be careful. And then also if you want to FaceTime or send videos or send pictures, like again, watermark it in my opinion, because at least it'll show like a little bit more like authenticity to be like, okay, this is a real person that I'm sending it to or that I'm getting it from, and then you kind of go from there. All right, but now for the big one, which is buying resale tickets. Okay guys, so again, because of this BTS tour, I know a lot of people are going to be buying resale, and like I said earlier, I hate when people get scammed and people like spend so much money for tickets and stuff, and then like it's just like it doesn't happen. And like literally I was on, I think, Twitter and Threads earlier, and I already saw a few people get scammed, and literally that's what basically made me want to make this video, because I was like, damn, like, oh my god, it's already happening. And I hate to see people that like are buying tickets for the first time and things like that, and like they're getting scammed. Okay, like it makes me so sad. Like guys, you don't even understand. Like me being a K-pop stan for almost 10 years now, it's like that's like one of my biggest things that like I hate about the K-pop community, is that people are so willing to scam other K-pop fans because they know that like, we will spend money for things, and it's like, damn, it shouldn't be that way. So, but anyways, I digress. Let's get into the buying portion. So if you are buying on Ticketmaster and SeatGeek, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, where you just go into the seating map and you see what tickets are up for resale. And like I said earlier, I'm not here to tell you like what to do with your money. Like if you want to buy a front row seat for $1,200, that's completely up to you. If you want to do that, go for it. Like I'm not here to like get you to not do it, but again, it's just like there are other ways and other options that you can probably get a resale ticket for cheaper. But if you want to do that, that's honestly the easiest way, to just go into Ticketmaster, go into SeatGeek, look at the map and see what tickets are for resale, see the price. If you're willing to buy that ticket for that price, then you click buy, add to cart, and then you purchase it, and then so forth and so forth. And that's basically how it goes for SeatGeek and Ticketmaster and things like that. There's really no way that you're going to get scammed through Ticketmaster or SeatGeek. I know SeatGeek has had issues in the past with it, but I believe that the customer service is really, really, what's the word? Like, they try to work with you a little bit more than Ticketmaster does, so you can get like the best solution possible, at least from what I've seen and what I've heard. I've never had a problem with SeatGeek, but that's just, again, like my thing that I've seen, right? But now, when it comes to buying a resale on social media, so obviously people will sell on Twitter, people will sell on Instagram, people will sell on TikTok and things like that. Basically, like I was saying, for like if you're going to sell a ticket, it's kind of similar to if you're gonna buy a ticket, but there's a lot of things that you need to look for. So basically, the number one thing is obviously you're gonna go into Twitter, right? Let me see if I can find it right now, actually. So basically, as you can see right here, I'm searching up willing to sell BTS tickets Arlington, because again, that's the show that I'm going to. I don't need tickets, but you know, there it is. So you can already see that people are selling their tickets and things like that. And as you can also see, for at least Arlington, you can't sell the tickets yet, but I believe that you can transfer them. But again, I'll talk about transfers also for VIP a little bit later, because that's like another big thing that people have to watch out for and things like that. So just hang tight. But basically, you're going to go through here. You're going to see all of these pictures that people are posting. You're going to see that there's tickets, sections, rows, whatever, how much they're willing to sell it for and things like that. But as you're looking at these things, like as you can see, you need to be paying attention to the picture that they're posting, because sometimes obviously they're a dead giveaway when you see the picture, because it's like all grainy and it looks like it was kind of distorted. You can kind of go, okay, that's a fake picture and I should not look into them. But sometimes you have people that their pictures are very, very like legit, and you're like, all right, so the next thing you're gonna do is basically you're gonna go into their account, right? And you're gonna see their account, or at least that's what I like to do. I like to look into their account and see how active they are. Like if they're pretty active, then I know, okay, this person is pretty legit, everything is good to go, let me DM them. But if I go into their account and they're not that active, like maybe they have 1 or 2 posts, or they post like maybe once every few months and stuff like that, that's when I get a little bit skeptical, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll like bookmark it, and like if anything, like I'll go back to it later. Let me see if I can find someone else first. So again, basically I put in willing WTS, BTS, and then whatever city you want. You see all the tickets and things like that. And then you find one that you believe looks pretty legit. Make sure you look at the pictures. If the pictures look a little bit off, don't even try it. Be like, no, don't even do it, because if it looks off, if it looks weird, it's probably a fake, probably a scammer. But if you believe that this post looks pretty legit, or you have people like vouching for it, like in their like comment section or whatever, then I would click on it, and then I would look at their account, see how active they are, what they post, what they like, and think. Obviously you can't see likes anymore, but like you can see like what people post and things like that. And if they're posting like weird stuff and like it's not very K-pop related, then you can be a little suspicious and be like, okay, I don't know. But if you see that they post K-pop pretty regularly, then you can kind of tell like, all right, okay. But if they're a brand new account, like if it says made in 2026 or like 2025, caution, because you never know, they could be a scammer, or it can just be someone that's very, very new to Twitter. Hey besties, currently editing this video, but I do want to preface this by saying also, or like continuing on my point here that I completely forgot about, a lot of these scammers are getting so good at scamming in the sense of just like, they can like make screenshots, they can make videos, they can make screen recordings look so real and so legit. Literally what I'm going to continue on saying on like how to like pinpoint a scammer and things like that, like literally also trust your gut. Like if you feel like they're doing something suspicious, like if they keep on like pressuring you, or they keep on asking you for money, or they keep on switching on how to pay them, or they're asking for like little small things that you're kind of just like, I don't know, even if the person is like legit and they're real, because of scammers, a lot of people are very cautious with how they sell things and how they do things, the same way as a buyer should be. Like you should be always be very cautious and things like that. So again, I know it's really hard when it comes to like buying things on Twitter, and I know people do use it, but you just have to be very, 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 very careful. Trust your gut, have a second opinion, ask them for things, like literally anything that you can do just to like secure yourself, do it. And then if you want, you can also have your friends help you. This is what me and my friends do. Like we'll find a ticket or a person that we're like, okay, this looks kind kind of legit, and then we'll all follow this person and we'll all DM this person just to see like if they're giving us the same runaround or they're giving us the same questions or same answers, just to be like, okay, are they legit or are they not legit, and then kind of go from there. But if it's you solo, this is what you're gonna do next. So if you think the post looks legit, you're gonna DM the person, right? You're gonna DM them and be like, hi, like I'm interested in your post. And I know sometimes you can send the post to them as well, just like really depends. And then if they respond to you like pretty normally, pretty cool, and if they have like their measures in place, basically being like, hey, like I'll FaceTime you, or like, hey, like I'm gonna send a screen recording, or hey, I'm gonna send you this, or hey, I'm gonna send you that, then you can kind of tell like, okay, they're legit, they're willing to like work with me and things like that. And then you kind of just like work together and you figure out a way how you're gonna pay for the ticket or how you're gonna send the money to them, and then so forth and so forth. But if they start giving you a runaround and start giving you like random names don't match their name, that's a big red flag. A big red flag, because it's like they're trying to scam you, basically making you send it to like another person and things like that. And sometimes they might be like, oh, it's like my friend's account, or like, hey, it's my mom's account. And it's like, no, if the name does not match their name, then that's an automatic red flag to me, basically being like, oh, this is not them, like this is not them. Or if they do give me like a PayPal or a Venmo or a Cash App and things like that, and they have a picture of themselves as their profile picture, then I try to see if it matches their profile picture on whatever like money app that they're using. And if it does, then I'm like, okay, this is legit. If it doesn't, then I'm skeptical again. And whenever I'm skeptical about anything, like ask for proof. Like ask for proof. Ask, like make them send you receipts, make them send you pictures, make them send you screenshots, make them send you like videos, ask them to FaceTime or like on Instagram or things like that, or even like WhatsApp or whatever, because it's like, this is your money, and I would hate for you to go in there and like basically like waste, not, I mean, I don't want to say waste, but basically it is a waste because they were fake. They were fake tickets and they're scamming you. And again, we don't want you to get scammed. Like that's a big no-no for me. It's like, I hate when people get scammed. And I think I've said it so many times, like literally take a shot every time I say I hate when people get scammed, okay? But yes, if once this person starts giving you the runaround and things like that, don't even bother. Just be like, you know what, never mind, block them, say that you're not interested, and kind of just go from there, because honestly, it is not worth it. There are so many people on social media, like on Twitter, Instagram, even TikTok, that are willing to work with you and like things like that. Like I even had a girl, what is it, that she was, I don't know what show it was for, I think it was for ATs as well, or maybe it was 17, but we did a payment plan where I had the ticket and she did a payment plan, and basically what's the word, I didn't give her the ticket until she paid in full. And then once she paid in full, I FaceTimed her, showed her that I was sending her the ticket, and then she got the ticket and everything was good to go. So whenever you're buying tickets off of social media, just make sure that your A game is there. Like I know you want to go to this concert so bad, like you want to see your faves and things like that, but honestly, saving your money and protecting yourself is way better than getting scammed and just like being out of like thousands of dollars. So basically, like take every measure possible when it comes to it. Like if you need a second opinion, like send it to someone and be like, hey, does this look fake? And if they're like, yeah, it looks a little sus, then you're like, then you look for somewhere else. Like you look for someone else. Or if you are just like, I don't know if this person's real, if this person's legit, again, ask for proof, ask for videos, ask for pictures, ask for a FaceTime call, like whatever you need to do to make sure that you feel comfortable with this person. Whoever's selling the ticket, if they're legit, they are going to be more than willing to do it, and you guys are going to have a very positive interaction. Like every interaction I've had where I've sold on Twitter, like people have always been like, oh my god, like thank you so much, like, and I've seen them at the concert that I've sold it to. Because either like one, like I sit in that section still, or two, like let's say it's like a VIP ticket, which I'm going to talk about right now, and like it's a VIP ticket and I sold them a VIP ticket. Usually I have to be the one that goes and checks in with them so they can get in, and they're always like, oh my god, like thank you, and I'm like, of course girl, like don't even worry about it, like I hope you enjoy the show and stuff like that. So again, if you need a second opinion, even send it to me. If you want to, send it to me on Instagram and I'll tell you like, yes, this is legit, no, this is not legit, and then kind of go from there. I'll even stalk the account for you to be like, okay, like, do I think this person is real? Do I think this person is fake? And like, I'll go from there. And again, like I said, if they're legit, they are usually more than willing to, work with you in any shape, way, or form. But if they are not willing to work with you, or if they're just trying to get your money, like they're like, oh, send me the money, I need you to send me the money now, then you can kind of know like, okay, no, this is not it, and things like that. And then usually they just transfer you the ticket afterwards, and then everything is good to go, and everything goes from there. But now when it comes to buying VIP tickets, that's like a whole other story. So basically what I just said pertains to buying VIP tickets also. Be careful, make sure you know it's legit. If you need a second opinion, get a second opinion. If you need them to send you proof, tell them to send you proof, right? But when it comes to VIP tickets, usually when it comes to the VIP perks, a lot of the time Ticketmaster will tell you, like, if you transfer a VIP ticket to someone, usually they lose all the perks that comes with a VIP ticket. And honestly, that could be the case sometimes. At least for me, it's never been the case, and let me tell you why. So basically, I remember I sold a 17 VIP ticket to someone because I had bought two sets by accident. So basically, again, I sold it to somebody through Twitter. I FaceTimed them. I sent it to them. I think it was actually 17 that I did the payment plan for the VIP ticket and things like that. But again, they asked for proof. I sent them proof. I sent them videos. I FaceTimed them. I did everything that I could so they could feel comfortable buying from me. And like I showed them everything that I could, show them myself, because again, I'm on social media, so I really don't mind when they ask like, oh, can I have a video of you or whatever? And it's like, that's completely okay because I'm super used to being in front of a camera and things like that. But if you're not okay with that, at least put like a little sticky note with like your @ on it or something and be like, oh, like this is me, like I promise this is me. But basically what had happened with her was I transferred her the ticket, right? And it was a VIP ticket. Obviously, when you get the ticket, it's not gonna say, it might say VIP, but it might say like VIP transfer or something like that. I don't really remember what it says, but technically you do still have the VIP perks. If you buy a quote unquote VIP ticket through Ticketmaster or through SeatGeek, there you're not gonna have any of the perks whatsoever. But if you buy through someone like on Twitter, you can still have the perks possibly. So basically what I did was the day of the concert, I told her, hey, when you come to check in to get your VIP gifts or whatever, let me know so I can go with you, because they're always gonna ask for the person that purchased the tickets. They're gonna ask for the person's ID to see if it matches the tickets and stuff like that, right? And sometimes people will just send pictures of their IDs, but I think that's a little bit too much, at least for me. I don't think I'll ever send a picture of my ID. So I told her like, hey, when you get there, let me know so I can meet you somewhere so we can go to the check-in desk together so you can check in, and when they ask for the purchase, like the person who purchased the tickets, I can be there for you, and like I will give them my ID so you can get your stuff. And basically I got there and I checked in with my 2 tickets that I had for me and my friend, me and Deborah actually. And then they messaged me and were like, hey, like I'm here, I'm by this, like whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, I will meet you at the check-in desk. And she was like, oh, I'm wearing this. And I was like, perf. So I got there, I said hi to her, introduced myself, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the girl you bought tickets from, so forth and so forth. And then we went in and she showed them the ticket and they're like, oh, like can I see the ID for so and so, which was me. Gave them my ID. And then they were like, perfect. They gave her her VIP wristband. They gave her her gift. They gave her everything. And she was able to get in with the VIP perks. I know not everybody is willing to meet up the day of the concert. And sometimes, again, they will just send you a picture of their ID. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It just really, really depends on the venue and the staff. Sometimes the staff will be like, a picture's fine. But sometimes they'll be like, no, like we need the actual like ID or the card that paid for the tickets. So it just really, really depends on the venue. Me personally, I will do anything to make it easier on the other person because they already were stressed out to find a ticket for this. So it's like, let me make their life a little bit easier and like do this for them and then kind of go from there and stuff like that. So basically I went, they checked in, I gave them my ID, they were able to get their VIP perks. But that only really works if you like buy it through like someone like on Twitter or Instagram and they transfer it to you. If you buy it on Ticketmaster or if you buy it on SeatGeek, if it's like a VIP, quote unquote, a VIP seat, because like it's up in the front or whatever, you don't get the perks that come with it. You basically lose those perks essentially. And I know sometimes people do buy resales that are like that, but they don't get to get into the venue until they let general sale people or like general regular seat people come into the venue, which kind of sucks because it's like if you have sound check or if you have stuff like that, or even if you have like send off, because I know send off, they give you like a whole other different wristband for send off. So if you like have send off, then it's like you want to get your send off, you want to get your sound check, you want to get your free gift. So literally, at least for me, that's what I do when it comes to VIP ticketing. And if you are buying a VIP ticket from someone, kind of come up with a plan, at least for the day of, so you can be like, hey, like, what can we do so like I can still get my VIP perks? And I know that's what I've done, especially when I buy tickets off of Ticketmaster and they're VIP. That's usually what I do when I sell my VIP tickets if I have extras, and it's worked every time. It's worked every single time. But if you have still questions regarding it, again, put your questions down below and I will try my best to help out. But yeah, not just for BTS, but any tickets in general, because I know what's the word, Enhypen is probably announcing a tour. Obviously BTS just went on tour. I know Blackpink is probably going to go on tour soon, and I know a few other groups are probably going on sale soon. So again, this can help for any ticketing purposes, but also like I mainly made this video because I've seen a lot of people already get scammed for BTS tickets, and I know the tour doesn't start until like April, May, I think. And it's like, I know there's a few months still till, but again, people are trying to sell tickets already when they can't, at least like transferring them. And again, I just want people to be careful. I want people to be careful with their money. I want them to have such a great time at this concert, but I don't want them to basically like get scammed. Again, take another shot. Like literally, I just want people to have fun. I want people to be happy. I just don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, and that's why I made this video. So I hope this video at least helped you guys a little bit in any shape, way, or form. If you have any other questions regarding on selling a ticket or buying a ticket or like VIP tickets and things like that, please let me know. Message me on Instagram, TikTok, or leave a comment down below. I will be more than willing to help you in any shape, way, form that I can. But other than that, I hope you guys learned a little bit from this video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.